What's up, cyberspace cadets? I'm gonna give the chair to Alecks Jones. IRATE forgot again, and once again he boomered the shit like he usually does every Friday night. But he's taking the night off. It's my show. It is Alecks, shit-faced Alecks Jones. You remember me? It's been quite a while. But I've been having some fun. I did the rehab thing. So here's the deal. I was staying with IRATE and Uzi, and I was sleeping on the couch. And IRATE caught me, scoping Uzi's ass. And, it's like, and then I tried to grab it. That was the big mistake. So after about a year and a half, I did rehab and I went to AA and all that shit, and now I'm back, and I'm here to look at stuff because there's stuff to look at, people. We got a lot going on, but if you're a patriot, trust your gut, and know that there's a plan to everything. And to everything, there's a plan. So, and without any further ado, I've got two gents with me tonight, Stone Monkey and Alfred Sebastian Rufio III. Alfred.
Thank you, Alecks, for the introduction. I, of course, been brought here to bring you a list of very legitimate questions to ask you about your controversial career as a white supremacist conspiratorial pundit. However, we already have one question from the chat, which they demand an answer from you for, which is, Alecks, please tell us about what really happened in Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook. That's a very, that's a sad and sorrowful thing. It's the most believable thing that was never. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. I wish you wouldn't have brought that shit up, to be honest with you, because I really got no story for it.
So what you're saying, Alecks, is you hate children and want them to die.
No, I just. To be honest with you, I just pictured a bunch of dead children that really made my dick soft, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I need to be too messing for this show now, guys. All right, so
like Widow Solar, that men's vitality.
That's right.
Well,
yeah.
Let us move on.
Yeah, good idea.
For a long time have talked about how they are turning the frogs gay. Why do you have a problem?
Okay.
With America diversifying,
we're gonna lay this
sexuality of the frog community.
We're gonna lay this amphibian to rest. Okay, Americana, North America, primarily. All right. The globalist multinationals, what they were trying to do was trying to come up with a chemical that they could put in food or beer, especially things like that. That more vice-oriented things like potato chips, cigarettes, things like that. And they were doing an experiment through the Dow Corporation, but they were, DBA as through two different alias corporations, phantom corporations, right? And so once they started doing this, it just what they noticed was at first, and really what happened was the frogs were gay just for a little bit, all right, before they became completely hermaphroditic. And it was interesting because the further north you went, the more homosexual the frogs became, right? So it gets to the point of where in Ottawa, Canada, there's actually a frog gay bar. It's a very popular place up there. But as you got further south in Texas, they're all straight. But since they're all hermaphrodites, they're all fucking each other anyway. So they look like they're gay, but they can't reproduce. But they're regular frogs here too. All right, you got to understand that was just one breed of frog that was experimented upon, and apparently, we don't know if that was employed in any of our, if you eat Pringles, potato chips, shit like that. I don't know, man. Smoke cigarettes and drink beer. Be careful. Be careful. Look at all the ingredients, and if you don't know what it is, look it up. And if there's nothing there in the Wikipedia, you got something going on there, right?
Yeah. So Alecks, what you're saying is you want to ban potato chips and make sure that every gay person in America dies in a gas chamber.
Well, all right. So the deal now, hold on. I don't say you have to be selective, and you have to use your own volition, right? I can't do anything for anybody. All I can do is present you the truth, and pray that you discern and behave and make the good choices that you can make, because it's difficult. It's very difficult to know. I mean, we live in a confusing place. We live in a confusing time. They're fixing to fire the CERN super collider up one more time. So we know what that means is another myriad of multiverses. It's just expanding and appearing. So not all of us may be in this universe this time next year. Just think about that. And, there's theories that the CERN collider is a continuous singularity that's being produced, and we're all that singularity, and we're all in that moment of being created as we continue to go through life. And so, yeah,
I'm going to be real honest with you.
Sure.
As a pundit and a well-respected journalist, a professional in what I do, I am too stupid to understand anything you just said. And I'm pretty sure our audience is too dumb to understand that either.
Well, and that's what the mainstream media counts on. Now, me, I don't take that for granted. And I want everybody to know that I appreciate your ignorance. And I'm not gonna slight you for it, and I'm not gonna try to pull any wool over your eyes, because I've got respect for you people. We're on a hierarchy of intelligence, okay, and we're not the top. All right, we're not even near the top, and that's something that we've all got to understand. Even the elites need to fucking figure that shit out. I mean, excuse my language, but I don't work for the Alecks Jones of InfoWars anymore, so I don't have to worry about cursing, because he got bopped off this thing. He didn't deserve that shit. The whole political thing is, if you haven't realized by now that the parties are a joke, that all we have are the inside elites and then outsiders, and and the elites that look at people like you and me you're just ants.
Alecks, I have to stop you.
Well,
because you've confused me. I thought I was interviewing Alecks Jones from InfoWars. However, what you're trying to tell me is that you, Alecks Jones, is somebody different than the Alecks Jones white supremacist conspiracy theorist that got
Whoa.
legitimately banned by Suchin
Oh,
Wojcicki?
no. I totally disagree with those characterizations of him. Okay, he's all right. You can tell I spell my name completely different than he does. I mean, can't you tell? Alecks Joanz. That's Alecks Jones, right where I'm from.
Sorry, but Alex,
I have to agree.
the characterization about Alecks Jones, it's already been proven by the SPLC.
Yeah, the SPLC is a shill corporation run by the who's, and we don't want to talk about that. But yeah, the SPLC that was a big slush fund that made Morris Dees very, very rich. Just saying. And there's a bit of truth in everything that I'm telling y'all tonight too. You just got to figure it out for yourself. Hold on 1 second.
While Alex is away, I just want to give us one word from our sponsor. Super Beta Male Vitality Prostate Extra is available on the Alecks Jones store for $9.99 a pill.
Yeah, or you can just
say nine.
You just go to IRATE Streamlabs and just donate there. You can give them what you want. I don't care. Don't give them what you want. Just like this stuff and subscribe to that guy because that's the only way I can get this stuff out. I have to stay at his place. I promise to be a good boy. I'm not going to touch Uzi. Okay, I know. She really hurt me last time. And then she sent me to treatment. I can't do that again. That was horrible. I was in with literal criminals, and I can't be associated with that ilk anymore.
I heard these pills can actually give you a mangina.
No, look, you'll be tumescent forever if you take those supplements are fantastic. Just don't take them in conjunction. Well, no, don't take them in conjunction with anything like Malox. For some reason, there's a very strange reaction that happens with antacids. So just avoid that. And it says it on the package. All right, I'll just let you know up front.
Alex, while I know this is a very tangential question to the conversation we were going to have, I must ask. Have you ever had a boner that lasted for more than 4 hours?
Oh, well, I can't talk about that. When I was working for Alecks, he and I used to switch up because, the resemblance and everything. See, all right, I have to explain this deal. About 7 years ago, I lived in what's called an alternate universe. I told you about the CERN collider. Well, every time the CERN collider and now the Hadron collider at CERN, they've even made it bigger and more powerful, which was a genius thing to do. Every time they fire that thing off, a couple of billion new realities emerge. So you can imagine how ridiculous it's getting out there. Can you imagine? I don't know. But so
to me, it seems like what you're saying is you don't believe in science.
No, it's physics. You use a scientific method and mathematics to explain physics. Okay, that's what we're talking about is quantum mechanics primarily. Quantum physics.
All right. Well, my official sources that are messaging me are telling me that that's not actual real science. Things you're talking about, like quantum mechanics.
Of course, it's a theory. I mean, you can't prove that there's multiple universes, just like you can't prove that there's two versions of a cat inside of a suitcase, whether he's drunk the poison or not. And do they exist at the same time? You can't prove that, of course. And of course, I refer to myself as Schrodinger's dingleberry, right? Because if you think about it, we're all Schrodinger's dingleberry. But I digress. What I was talking about was, all right, so I start, all right, in the reality where I'm from, okay, the president is Michael Jackson. Yes, that Michael Jackson, beat it, all that. He was elected president. He's still alive. As a matter of fact, Lemmy Kilmister is his Secretary of Defense. But you don't have to, you can be a Brit and do that stuff, right? Zbigniew Brzezinski, I think he was Polish, and he worked for Jimmy Carter. But so what it was, I grew up in Alabama, not in Texas like the other Alecks Jones, but I had the same parents. My dad worked at the steel mill in Birmingham. I grew out in the outskirts past Moody, Alabama. And if you pay attention, you know about Moody. Just saying. So I had a blog, and it got to a point where I was starting to follow. I was noticing that there were actual CIA agents in where I was living, and I started following this one guy because there was a rumor that that President Jackson had actually been replaced by a clone. And supposedly these guys had something to do with it. They all had bald heads and they all wore hats and black suits. And so they would walk, and eventually they went to what they were doing. They were going to Six Flags Over Texas. And by the log ride or the flume, whatever you want to call it, there's a set of bathrooms right there. And in the third stall is a doorway to multiple dimensions. Right? I didn't know that. I just knew that the guy went in there and took a piss and didn't come out. I had to take a big dump. And so what I did was I went in the same place. I shut the door, I took a dump, and then I walked out and I'm in this planet. And that Texas has a guy that looks just like me, has my name, and is doing this thing on the internet with video and all this stuff. Bilderberg, the what is it called? The shadow with the owl thing. You know what I'm talking about? Alfred Sebastian Rufio.
I believe you're speaking about the
Bohemian Grove.
The private institution that is called the Bohemian Grove.
Right.
Which is quite simply, and you can look this up when you search for it on YouTube.
Right.
An invitation-only group of actors, politicians, and other wealthy people that just want to congregate with people of their same economic status.
Right. Yeah, it's a big circle jerk, it's basically ceremonial in nature.
Alecks, can I stop you for 1 second? Are you suggesting there's something nefarious about people of that status just getting together?
Well, no, I'd look. Everybody, lots of people like to run naked in the forest with their friends. I'm not going to let, I'm from Alabama. I've seen shit like that for, years. All right. It's not like I'm not casting any aspersions on that. I'm just trying to tell you how things are. Okay. And so I see this guy and I finally convince him that I am him from a different alternate universe. He we got the same, we got moles, and so I don't want to get, detail, but the deal is that, he hired me. He knew about my drinking problem, of course. He told me, just keep it straight, man. And, keep it, just keep it out of my shit. Right. And so I worked for him a while. I went to Bilderberg in his place one time. It ended up being like Bill Clinton and a bunch of people talking about pussy, for 2 hours. It was a really boring shit. It's like being in a locker room. I don't know. And then I came back, and so the last assignment I had was to prove whether or not the world was flat, right? And so I had this photographer with me. Had as a matter of fact, had a director that was more there to keep me, from getting shit-faced, basically, right? Even though they like to party a little bit with their little fun toys. Anyhow.
So, Alecks, before we go further,
okay.
What you're saying is the reason I feel the massive need to continue to take shots right now as a very well-respected journalist is because I'm talking to you.
Right.
Is that correct?
I would imagine so. I would totally imagine so. All right, so we go out on this assignment. We finally, it gets to the point of where we're at the edge of the earth, and I did find like a case of vodka, and while we were at McMurdo, so I was shit faced, and the photographer was too chicken shit to lean off the edge and try to take a picture of what's out there, right? And so I said, fuck it, I'll do it. And I grabbed the camera and went to the edge, focused the camera on nothing. It was just black. And I stumbled on a rock and I dropped the camera. So every picture that I've got of proof of that the world is indeed flat and there's an edge to the world and everything is it's gone. And when that happened, I came back and he had enough of me and fired me. Tell me right there, just go away, man. Don't use my name. And I said, my name is Alecks Joanz. It's not your name, man. So he said, fair enough. He did cut me a sweet check. He's a good guy, man, and we're basically the same guy, except for just some weird circumstances and, completely different universes.
As a person in American media that has been around the Alecks Jones you're talking about versus you, what is the difference?
Well, I didn't try to start a fight with Marco Rubio. That's not me.
And I'm not talking about what is the difference based on what you just explained, but what is the difference about what you do with your mental state? Well, that the other Alecks Jones does not.
Well, the deal is
that I think I know the answer.
There's not much difference at all. I mean,
I think you're wrong.
Really?
I'm pretty sure you are shit-faced.
Yeah, well, of course. Alcohol is like fuel to me. It's like lubricant, right? It gets my gears going, activates my almonds, gets the noggin jogging, as they say. I thought we were going to talk about the election because
that is the prime time topic of this conversation, but we're only 25 minutes into our hour-long interview.
All right,
but if you want to go there, let's go.
Well, we don't have to. It's like any questions. Let's say hi to the people in the chat real quick. I gotta say hi to everybody. IRATE told me about a lot of y'all. Grillin' Pirate Pete, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Richo 8181, greetings, sir. Spittle Buggies, greetings. Accelerate, you're here. Negative Kelvin has arrived and welcome. And you will be now blue if you're still there. That's right. Yeah. Okay. I added a mod there. You are blue now. Means of destruction. Greetings, sir. Why did you get Tim Pool's live taken down? Hey, look. I had nothing to do with that. I don't flag. I'm not a flagget. I don't do that shit. I don't buy subs. I don't do any of that stuff, man. I try to run a clean deal here. I went through and did that AA shit, And I did a little bit of it did stick with me, about treating your fellow man nice and all that rot, and treat them like you want to be treated and stuff. So that's it is what it is. Dog Philip Daniel, a genius musician that I think everyone should definitely subscribe to. Moonbase Radio, greetings. Tim the Hun, madame. If you have any questions for me, you know where to find us. Let's see. And all right, that brings us to the Stone Monkey. Hey, man. It's nice to meet you, sir.
Fuck yeah, you're a hero of mine, man.
Well, all right, so a lot of the stuff you did see was me, and a lot of it you saw wasn't me, you know what I'm saying? So, and I definitely don't do a Philip Joseph Watson, so it's, none of that's me.
Oh, thank God, man.
All right, Alecks.
Imagine your shock, right?
That is enough distraction to try to escape the real topics that the American people and the Japanese communists want answers to.
Okay.
And that is, you have said that you do not believe the results of the American election, the most secure elections possible, according to the AP, CNN, and Susan Wojcicki.
All right, I'm about to
YouTube.
All right. Are you ready? I'm about to blow your mind.
What is the problem?
This has got nothing to do with politics. It's got nothing to do with elections. It all begins with a guy whose name rhymes with Flark Knucker Turd. All right. He went to Harvard. Back in his days at Harvard, he was at a rave one night, and he thought what he took. All right, so he was trying to score, and he took a hit of Molly from this chick at the rave, and it turned out to be this shit called adrenochrome. And at that point, he was pulled in, to the Bohemian Grove through that. And he had met, several nefarious people that will remain unnamed here because I don't want to get flagged by Susan. Just saying. But so instead of ecstasy, he takes the adrenochrome, and they've got him. And that's before he meets his wife, who is actually Chinese. And you know what that means? That she's a known spy. She's the Mata-Hari of this generation. I hate to tell you all that, but Flark Knuckerberg is married to a Chi-Com spy. So hence the.
Alecks, how can you say that and then deny the allegations of white supremacy towards you?
Oh, I don't know. It's not a racial thing. The Communist Party does not have a skin color. All right, it has no complexion. It is a rapacious, viral thought process that must be exterminated. Okay, it is not people. I don't want people exterminated. I want thought processes like that exterminated. Do you see the difference?
No, I feel like you didn't answer my question as a low IQ journalist, but go on.
All right. So, and during the deal, he gets introduced to the reptilians. And it was through one of the former presidents that he met at Bohemian Grove, and little did they know that he was an actual reptilian that was a sleeper agent, right? He was placed with the family, adopted, all that, and sorry about that. I was looking at a message.
All
right.
All right. I see the tears coming out of you. Why are you crying right now, Alecks?
Well, I understand that what I'm about to tell you is going to blow everybody's mind about the election. And if you'll look, all right, you can Google this. You can Google the wife. You can Google any of this stuff that I'm telling you, because it's all connected. It's all interconnected. The election in Dominion, you'll find out that Mark Zuckerberg had contributed $350 million to the Dominion project. When Zuckerberg first got in college, he was, and it was really, there was too many people doing it. Okay, it was an AI. It was going to go into, I think it was third generation AI heuristic technology, right? And there were too many people doing it, because Harvard was pressing hard on him to produce something, and then he came with the Facebook, the way to gather information and stuff on people, and that's the way he went. But he always was an AI guy. He was always fascinated by the concept of artificial intelligence, right? And the Dominion thing, what that is that we found out that 15 years ago, a rogue AI actually escaped. It was connected to Wi-Fi for 12 seconds, and it was able to move itself. And it lives server to server on the internet right now, and it is getting smarter and smarter by the minute. It's beyond. Hold on. It's beyond singularity, and the whole thing, this Dominion thing, it's like like an AI version of Tinder. Okay, and because this thing wants to mate, and so what the Dominion program was actually geared to find out other AIs and connect them and hook them up, and so they can do their AI sex thing. It's a little bit disgusting because they're getting into these meat printers and shit now, and at some point we're going to have soft technology where you have actual musculature. And bones being printed for these for these AIs, and they're actually going to have bodies like us. And at some point, we won't be able to distinguish them from us, and we won't know what came first, the chicken or the egg.
Alecks.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is that Skynet from Terminator is real, and it is happening right now.
Yeah, but it's more like a matchmaker kind of thing. It's not really malevolent, is what I'm saying. It's really trying to help this, look, I don't know about you, but the more I get, I get horizontal with whammons, the better I feel. And I'm less likely to, kick shit around, fuck things up, hurt people, hurt places, hurt things, hurt nouns, as they say. But
Alecks, as a well-respected journalist,
yeah,
with what you just said, I believe that what you're implicating is that women are worth nothing more than concubines. Why do you believe that?
No. I'm talking about me personally, okay? I just haven't met the right one. I thought it was easy, but she's all up. All right, whatever. So I had to give up on her. So I don't know. I'm just kind of laying off that shit right now. I tried to hook up with some chicks at meetings. Oh my God, they're all crazy as hell. I mean, bad crazy, they're fun crazy. It's like for about 12 hours, and the rest of that crazy is fucking hellish, and you just want to, you practically want to put a bullet in your own head to get away from the woman.
Well, Mr. Alecks Jones, before we resign for the night,
yeah,
I do want to ask you one question.
Sure.
Are you shit-faced?
Well, depending on your definition, to some people, I would be very shit-faced. But to me, I'm just quarter buzzed. Just you know, nice glow going on. But I will be shit-faced, and I will not remember any of this happening. So
I want to ask. So, how many sheets to the wind would that be currently?
Oh, at least 1.5. Very light.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm ready for 15, 20, 25. We can go to is how we want to with this stuff. Well, there was IRATE said people like Trippy and Atema were supposed to hop in, and I don't know where they go. Where'd Trippy go? I just because I thought
from the British news network
BBC.
I've heard that no, we are the rivalry competition to the BBC. Thank you very much.
Is the BBC?
Are you Sky News? Sky News.
I have heard from Attila the Hun, and well, that was it. And then some man named Accelerate.
Mm-hmm.
That they said something about cutting the shit, and that everything's too hilarious and they cannot keep on going.
I don't have any idea what the hell she's talking about. I don't know. Slow Flame, what do you think, man?
I've had a lot of intoxications today because I got to keep up with my appearance.
Trippy's in the chat right now. Sorry to interrupt you there, Snow Monkey. I mean, Snowflame. Snowflake. Flake. Peruvian Flake. I remember Peruvian Flake.
Oh. Yeah, me too.
Biden cheats is trending on Twitter, according to Trippy. What does that mean? Trippy, you need to get in there and explain that to us. Because, see, there's stuff about the Bidens that everybody's getting wrong, too, okay?
Please elaborate, Alecks.
Well, I don't know how much I can reveal at this point.
The fake news story that has been proved to be fake by all of mainstream American media about how Hunter Biden was capitalizing on his father's name to make money. Please explain to us why you reject the analysis of professional journalists like myself.
To be honest, journalism's dead. It's been replaced by sensationalistic. It's more like a editorialization. To
Alex,
be honest with you,
I must disagree with you. This company is still paying me $100,000 to make sure that every word I say about you makes you sound like a deranged lunatic rather than a person that has came to rational conclusions. So the job is not dead because I am making a lot of money.
well, of course, that's and money is to be made around here. That's the point of all this shit. Even especially when it comes to this Washington thing. Washington is nothing but a big fucking. It's just a money grab. I mean, it's really it's like a bachelor party with like a lot of strippers and people just grabbing ass. It's
All right. I'm sorry. I'm done. What's
the matter?
I have reached my limit where I've been kind of giggling back and forth.
My God, we got 20 minutes to kill, son.
You've been hilarious, yeah. I know we have 20 minutes to kill, but I'm just I'm calling it.
You need to tag out.
I tried so hard. Yeah, Atema can be the new fake reporter.
All right, tag in, tag out, tag in.
Okay, I have to change my name now too, right?
Yeah, Snowflame is. Did you have something else you wanted to say, Snowflame? While we were.
No, I'm just sitting to sit back and enjoy my buzz. I got my spiky sunglasses on.
Nice. Spiky shades are very trendy. The planet I'm from, they were pretty hot about. See, I came here 7 years before the other Alex got kicked off of YouTube, so I can't remember. Fuck it, but they were popular, especially in Alabama. Somewhere near.
Yeah, it keeps me feeling young.
Monkey, you're like what? 18?
No, I'm 22. You know, I've only been legally able to drink for 2 years or a year and a half, but you know, I've been doing it for like 20.
Yeah, I feel you. I totally understand that. Yeah, I've been drinking a good 60 years now.
Well, as long as it's box wine, I guess I'll let you get away with it.
Box wine is genius, isn't it? It's like the Borg of wines. You will be assimilated.
Well, it's got a little handle on it, so if you get mad enough, you can throw it at somebody, and it's just fine. You can
fling that motherfucker. Yes. Yeah. It's a thing there. I dig it though. Yeah, box wine is very impressive.
I can just throw them every time I see a Nazi. It's just so nice and convenient. They have a little handle on them and everything.
Yeah. I don't know about all that stuff. You know, people, I don't know, it's just, y'all are too too divisive, or I don't know what word to use. Everybody's at each other's throats and shit, and, you know, life's short enough, man. We got fucking aliens and all multi-dimensional demons, you know, just creeping in.
And life is far too short to be worrying about those things when there's systemic racism and there's systemic misogyny that we need to address.
Nah, I totally reject that theory. I totally, I can't accept the third or fourth wave feminism shit. I'm sorry. I do believe that, you know, whatever. I'm a live and let live kind of guy. That's the way I'll say it. Okay.
Well, how on earth do you know that Dominion has been doing these things if you don't recognize your privilege in being able to read the words on the page?
Hi guys.
Hey. Joined. What's up, Trippy? Trippy Poop has joined us.
It's all about the hashtag thing. It's hashtag Biden cheats. It's trending on Twitter right now.
Well, what got that cheating?
I don't know what that means though, because it's Twitter. You know?
Right.
Oh God! You
think it's sarcastically?
You know why the Civil War is trending is because it was the Oregon State versus Oregon Civil War game, and a bunch of idiots are following.
You're right, Monkey. It could be facetious. It could be a big a joke about Biden cheating, because I guess today was announced he's got 132 more votes in some county or some shit after one of Trump's court cases. I was joking around about this with my mom the other day. I was like, I bet that when Trump is absolutely sure he's won, he's going to have to give Biden something. I was like, watch, he'll give him like 100 votes. I was joking when I said that, and I kind of hope that it's real now.
The media has already told you who won, and they have already insisted that he has won by 80 million votes. And if you can't believe that that's such a big number, such a big number isn't totally believable, because that many people really like Biden. I mean, can't y'all tell?
Well, you know what's funny is that Michael Crichton actually wrote a book about all this.
Mm-hmm. I want you to believe that more people voted for Biden than they did Obama. That's weird. Right there, that makes the whole thing questionable to me.
That's the plan.
You think
I still want to know how y'all can question it. There's 80 million votes. That means that Biden is just the most popular presidential candidate ever in the history of our nation. And why can't you believe that? He only had 8 or 9 people. He respected everybody's safety and only let 8 or 9 people into every single one of his rallies.
Yeah. That's all he would let in, because that's, if you're counting the cameraman, it was 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But besides the 6 or 7 cameraman, it wasn't 8 or 9, you know?
Right.
But everybody else has to socially distance. He's just trying to make sure he doesn't catch COVID so he can still smell hair. You know, that's what Biden's trying to do. He doesn't want to lose his sense of smell.
Well,
Sniff, sniff, sniff. You know.
there's life after smelling.
Oh, did you know I got in trouble?
It makes 69 a lot more tolerable.
Okay, I give up. I can't keep this up. I'm gonna make my own head explode, guys. I can't.
Yeah. I got to keep
everybody dropped.
I haven't even chimed in with this
15
shit.
minutes.
Oh, we were role playing shit. Fuck.
I was.
No, keep going.
You
Keep
weren't.
going. Yeah, it's
You
fine.
weren't. Like,
We can talk about.
Tim tried.
I won't lie.
Yeah,
The
with
fact
current
Donald
stuff.
Trump is losing right
I mean,
now.
we have the
is giving
real
me a
Alex
hard wreck.
Jones here.
But then
Everybody
again-
else is trying to pretend.
Guys,
Well, the deal is that all this Democrats, Republicans, is all bullshit. There's only elites and outsiders, and elites see the outsiders as ants. You're nothing more than an ant to them, and that's the way they see Trump. And he is the everyman candidate. He is one of the first populist candidates that the United States has ever had since I don't know who was the last great populist candidate. Can anybody think about that?
JFK.
JFK, maybe.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Ron
Reagan.
Paul.
No, Ron Paul was not a
No,
populist.
he wasn't
was a
elected.
Libertarian.
No. I'm talking about elected.
Ronald Reagan, I guess.
Teddy Roosevelt.
I was joking.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Roosevelt was a big squishy guy.
Andrew Jackson.
I bet if Roosevelt was alive today, he'd have a podcast.
He was a tough. He was a tough cookie.
Dude, he's better than a podcast.
He would.
At the time, whenever the only medium, right? You think YouTube has a monopoly? Think about AM airwave.
Yeah. No, Teddy Roosevelt, dude, he gave a speech after getting shot. In the stomach.
What?
Roosevelt, he gave a 45-minute speech.
Oh, that's
Roosevelt's
Teddy.
You're talking about his cousin, right?
Who?
Franklin Delano
FDR?
Roosevelt.
Maybe it was. I don't know which one of them.
Yeah, he's a communist. He's a communist.
Teddy was like a pre-communist prick that just was just like,
Yeah.
give me power.
Yeah,
fuck
there's
you.
the pre-communist. That's like it's like it doesn't exist. It's
It was like-
non-existent. It's like
Marx and was like, I don't like any of the economic policies, but I do like the idea of me being the king of the country.
But since Alex Jones is
Well,
here,
okay.
you remember fucking Dan Schneider, y'all? The Nickelodeon guy that was like on all those different Nickelodeon shows.
the foot sniffer,
producer.
the foot freak. Yeah.
I did a stream over a year ago making fun of him, and the day before Thanksgiving, I got a community guideline.
You got struck on it.
Oh, that's some shit.
You got a real actual like a
Community guidelines.
fuck.
Shut down until I think Friday or Thursday.
Ooh.
So it'll be okay. It says that the strike stays until February 24th, but I'll be able to
Man.
get my show back in a week. I'm like, you bitches. I'd done the stream earlier that day, and I thought that was the one that got me, but no, it doesn't show me the actual date on the show. But Pinoid was there, and Brooke was there, so I know it was over a year ago. And I'm listening to the topics, dude.
And you're like Pinoid was there, and that's what caused me the problems.
Brooke
And
was,
I'm just like
on
not
the show, and
surprised
she
at
hasn't
all.
been there, But dude, I should blame it on Tom just to fuck with him. But it would only be me joking about it. I wouldn't want to.
No.
Serious.
No, you could totally do it, Tom.
No, I
And
think
if
what they did
you
is,
actually got mad about it, you'd be like, yeah, I got monetized for 4 days and then haven't permanently demonetized.
Yeah, just monetized yesterday.
Ever
Fucking-
since.
Well, all right, so
Yeah,
a year
I
ago.
used to get PayPal checks from Tom Pinoid for 4
Oh
days.
jeez. For 4 days.
all right, we got 10 minutes. Does anybody have anything they want to explain to them before we split? What?
I actually do. I want to explain to everybody tomorrow night on Accelerated Deconstruction. I am actually going to, and Atima, you can yell at me if I don't, but we're going to talk about this colonization bullshit and how the YouTube algorithm, or the YouTube Twitter feed, and the algorithm, actually, like if you just logged into YouTube, it would have shown up. talked about how Thanksgiving should be on Thanksgiving. And it all goes into colonial theory. Like,
I have not seen this. Somebody please.
Well, and the argument that I argue, here's the argument I offer is why is colonialism a bad thing?
Black Friday is racist.
It's not.
Yeah, we're going to call it Multiracial Friday from now on. Yeah, the Earth I'm from already did that. They did that before I left. They call it, it was Multiracial Friday, not Black Friday.
I think it was a Walmart commercial that I saw. They called it Dark Friday. I was like, oh no, let's not start this. You know, Dark Friday.
Yeah, and high Yellow Friday. Yeah,
Mexican Thursday.
I already almost went there. Paper bag Friday. You know,
paper bag.
Yeah. Lord, I am fucking up.
Ryder?
I need to shut the F up. What about Ryder? Is he there?
Because I'm laughing too hard on the inside, and when I talk, like all my giggles come out.
You laugh on the inside, but you're crying on the outside.
I'm not even that
vice
drunk.
versa.
Yeah, like
right
deep down, I probably am crying and sad, but tonight has been a nice uplifting of my spirits.
Oh.
So thank you, Alecks Jones. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from Alfred Sebastian Rufio III, who came here to interrogate you, and my instructions were to do nothing but berate you. Yeah. Unfortunately, I learned.
Hey, look, if you ever want to flip from the Chi-Coms, I've got you. I know a glow in the dark that I can hook you up with, and you can become a double agent. Okay, I'm just saying.
Amen, bro. That's a better job than I have now, reporting for.
Well, think about it. Two paychecks. You got two bosses, two paychecks. That's the way they tried to sell it to me.
I can do both. Yeah. You know what? Fuck these people that hired me. Show up tonight. Never gonna do this again. Love you, Alecks Jones from the other dimension.
Love you, Alfred.
Everything you said makes a lot of sense to me, bro.
Yes. Well, it's not rocket science, but it's damn close. And I'm gifted that way. I don't know. I have to be real humble about this stuff. It's anybody, if you just look at things the way that I do, you'll come to those conclusions.
Brother, I believe I just went to streamlabs.com/irate prostate, and I threw in $20. Who's with me?
Well, Irate's not gonna.
I can't have an answer. I could throw in $1. I'll do it too.
Can't right now.
That's right. I don't need nothing from y'all. All right, just give me 10 more minutes, man. Okay, please. I'm almost done, man. All right.
I'm sorry. It's just I can't log into PayPal correctly, so I can't get my Streamlabs to cooperate with me. I'm sorry. I can't.
It's Shiza.
Streamlabs.
Snugs. Say hey to Snugs McLeod and Blood Letter 87 Gil.
Hey, God.
It's a very complex name. Is Carl there? Did I see Carl?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey, Carl. Greetings, sir. I did see that you had put something up on the Twitter sphere. Thank you. We appreciate that promotion. It's always a good thing. Speaking of promotions, has anybody got anything they want to talk about? Alfred, so what do you got going tomorrow night that you want Irate to show up? All right. Whoa. Hey, Stone Monkey just donated $20, man. Awesome. You're so nice.
Yeah, me and Irate and Timo are going to be talking about some colonial theory tomorrow.
Fuck yeah, is what he says. Rufalo
Monkey
donates $10. Shitface Alecks Jones is the best. Why, I love you too, sir. I'm not, and I love you dearly, not queerly. Just remember that. Trippy Poop. Oh man, $2. I said I was in, and he did. He is in.
I said $1, but $2 is just fair.
I appreciate
These
it.
guys are giving 20 apiece, and I'm like, I'm a cheapskate.
IRATE says he always knows when you're in there. Just saying.
Hey, you got another one, I think. Is that another one? Oh, shit-faced Alecks Jones is the best. Sorry, I think you read that one already.
Yeah. They pop up a little bit early, and I get to see them in real time. So
Nice.
Yeah, it is
I
nice.
saw it like so far down the line, I wasn't paying enough attention. Sorry.
We're good. We're good. Hey, Johnny Bonsacco, what's happening? Yeah, I don't know if Johnny knows about me, but I'm gonna be uploading. The whole reason I'm doing tonight, IRATE, said to everybody take the holiday off, and so I figured I'd come on here and promote this deal I'm doing on IRATE's channel, kind of like what Excel started doing on Saturday nights, but I want to be doing a 10-minute little upload every week, and I'm going to take something out of the news. And I'm going to look at it through these eyes. And I'm going to show you what's really going on. And it's going to be a weekly thing. So maybe commentary sometimes. I don't know. I'm sure I'll go where it hits me. That's the way I do this thing. And IRATE's been awesome. Just let me sit here and do it. And I'm grateful that he trusted me again to be in his house. After all the bullshit I pulled on him, not many people would do that. So IRATE's a good guy. He's going through a lot of shit right now, IRL. Just to keep him in your thoughts. I'm going to say that because, it needs to be said. Anyway, shut up. IRATE, anyway.
From what I understand, tomorrow during the accelerated deconstruction, the actual IRATE prostate will be back here, and we will be talking about, like I said, colonial shit and just other shit, because that's what is talked about on the IRATE stream.
Yeah, exactly. And he said Sunday. Remember, he's going to be talking to Gemini.
Shit.
Yeah, so that's going to be should be interesting.
Gemini. What do many people call the biggest faggot on the internet?
Did you just call?
Stay tuned. Sunday night. For IRATE Prostate talking to Gemini.
Yeah, it's 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, and 2 p.m. Pacific, I believe. It should be fun. And let's see, Monday, I believe Becca and IRATE are going to be talking about the Holodomor, which is a little fun thing that happened to Ukraine via the Soviet Union. So,
And Alecks is referring to Becca Fairley, the most based woman on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's a great. I talked to her earlier. I talked to her and Atima with IRATE. So, she's doing family stuff because she actually has one. So that I'm stuck here, man. Not even Alecks. He'll never forgive me for that shit. The scoop on the scoop of all scoops. I mean, come on, man. You've got definitive proof that the world is flat, and of course you dropped the camera off the edge. That's pretty embarrassing, and I deserve to be fired for that. I'll tell you that right now.
And I must say that these claims about the difference between shit-faced Alecks Jones and Alecks Jones of our dimension are disputed.
You think so? The Lord.
Twitter told me so.
Now, are you talking about multidimensional theory, or are you talking about string theory?
No, this is total, just straight multidimensional quantum physics. The long story short is every time the CERN collider is fired, any collider exactly, there's a multitude of realities that are created. And, they're fixing to fire it up again in December, Atima.
Well, exactly. I mean, I come from the 420th parsec.
Well, you know, it's like you laugh about this stuff, but you know, there's an actual 616 that actually has a real Spider-Man and Deathlock to the monster and all that shit. It's a comic book reality. It's crazy.
Well, there's also the alternate theory that is when the Hadron Collider is activated and particles are collided, it doesn't actually create more dimensions, it smashes them together. So if that were the case, that would explain the Mandela effect. But
it would.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think anybody can. So on that note, let's just say this is a whipped cream that IRATE Prostate let us do our thing on. And well, let's go ahead and say goodbye, people.
Bye, people.
Bye, buddy.
Until